definitely one for you. Well, it's been your dream for a long time.
Yes, it has. It has been it's a very long-term thing. Probably more than 10 years. I've been wanting to grow houses. And but you know how the city was, very strict about what you could do on verges. Never really got around to it, but that didn't stop me from growing in the backyard, eating out of our backyard, all the years, and growing baby fruit trees. I think I was subconsciously preparing myself for what was coming. And then came lockdown. I mean, we all know that hunger was prevalent way before COVID.
For sure.
And the idea of growing food outside and feeding people, I've always been a feeder. The staff harvest before they go home for their supper. It is just a wonderful thing to see. So they have excess, right? They have excess. They've got they probably about 50 people on the property, and there's excess food. So now they have a market once a month where neighbors in the surrounding flats and houses can come in and choose what they want. So there's 25 girls at St. Michael's, and then of course there's the staff members. They eat out of that garden until they leave us alone, not knowing that a little ripple.
Yeah, 100%.
Just exploded.
So
Which is brilliant. How many gardens have you got now?
We're on 12.
we're on 30.
30.
Yes, we've got 11 verges. And then we did St. Michael's Child and Youth Care Centre, and we also did Abundant Life Palliative Care at Victoria Hospital.
And both of those are huge
gardens,
yes,
massive gardens. And they you go there now, they look like food forests. You can't see the veg. You have to crawl, through to find your squash, to find your butternuts.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah.
Well, it's been mad. I mean, we've got cabbages this big.
Yeah.
Turnips,
I'd like to see those ones.
It's
And are people taking from that now? One of
the great things about this is you get lots of people start movements and things like that. It's good causes, and often they ask for donations. Often they ask for money, mainly. Our little enterprise is a little bit unusual because we don't actually need money.
Very important, yeah.
This is self-generating, it's growing communities, it's building communities, and people contribute seedlings that they've grown in their backyard to the next Verge. And it doesn't need funding, it doesn't need vast sums of money. This is a real
self-sustainable.
Yeah, no pun intended, but intended. It's a grassroots movement.
Yes,
it really, really is.
No, it's very special. It's very unique.
And nobody needs to go out and buy seeds. Do we not all eat butternut every day? Do we not all eat squash? Do we not all eat tomatoes?
100%.
There's your seeds.
Yes. 100%.
So if you go on to Creating Eden, there's all kinds of videos that we do and tips on how to clean those seeds.
Yes.
Fill up your containers and you can plant from there. You can store it for 5 years.
Yes.
It's like we in this habit of having an apple, eating it down to the core and chucking it. I'm in the habit of cutting open that apple so I don't cut through the core, so I can get all those seeds out, and hence little apple trees everywhere.
Yeah.
So tomatoes, it's such a simple thing.
Yeah, people must really go onto your website and also have a look.
Please do.
Yeah, yes. and the other thing is that we know that people have been disempowered for generations, right? All they know is that the food comes from ShopRite or Pick n Pay or, Woolworths, wherever. Spar, wherever. I mean, a 28-year-old doesn't know that potatoes come out of the ground. A 60-year-old woman who thinks that potatoes hang from a tree. Seriously, we need to get down on our hands and knees and with people around us and teach. That is why doing verges are so important.
I mean, obviously it's a brilliant initiative. You've got a lot of people involvement. It's growing all the time. What is your long-term goal? To have a garden on everybody's verge?
Yeah.
That's probably.
To eradicate hunger.
Yes.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
There should be nobody in this country or any country in the world that goes hungry. Kids going to bed starving is a crime, and that's got to end.
I agree.
Start of something which changes that, then so be it.
Okay, brilliant, brilliant.
So yeah, we kind of broke the mold. You know what I'm saying? I think it's outside the box here.
I agree. I think it's a very great initiative, and it's something exciting.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to go off and have a look at some of the gardens now.
Yeah.
We're doing it with you.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because it's education.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
talk all the time as we're working.
Yes.
Get the youth there. If you have little kids, let them come around the verge. Yesterday, we taught the little one on yesterday's verge how to plant seedlings. He planted a little bed with beetroot seeds.
Ah, special.
You
very
know?
special.
And I put his name on the tag, you know, planted by Seth, and I put it into the little bed. And we need to encourage that.
Yes.
You know, people need to realize that the food in the shop, apart from it getting more expensive, it's getting less and less.
100%.
How many times don't you go to the shop and like, you know, why don't you have sweet potato? Because the suppliers are having problems. And if suppliers have problems, the outlets have problems. Right? And then
Sure.
what do you do?
100%.
You
Yeah.
see? So, for me, teaching somebody on a webinar or Zoom call or Zoom meeting how to grow food, that's what I do.
This is your first box garden.
Yeah, this is an important one because Terry came to this lovely lady that is this Verge owner, and she had a problem, of course, because we're on tarmac, and so we decided. The great thing about this was Terry, for instance, had 2 old dog kennels, and we can
brilliant.
it's that
Yeah,
thing
there,
where we
I can
just
see it.
use whatever is available, whatever anybody can produce, and just be creative and make things work. It doesn't need a lot of technique and a lot of expense. It can be done with simple materials, pallet wood, old dog kennels, anything's possible.
Oh, amazing. Thanks a lot.